Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Today is the very first broadcast of this podcast. I am Willa J, and I thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart, and something that I've dealt with, over the past, let's say 20 years, telling my age a little bit here. So, the title of this podcast today is it love or convenience? I had the the privilege to speak to a young lady yesterday, and she was explaining to me how things were going great in her relationship with her boyfriend at first. The first few weeks, they were in bliss, they were in love. Everything was just blossom and sunrise and roses and flowers, springtime in the morning. Yes, honey. But when they made the move to another state, their relationship started to dwindle. The young man she was with did not have a job because of his record. Um, because of his record, he lost the job that he actually had when they moved. So she's the breadwinner of the household. Um, she told me that they argued so much. Yes, she loved him. Yes, she cared about him, but it was too much for her to handle. So my question to her was, okay, you can love someone, or better yet, you can really care about a person, but is it really love, or is it just lust? So she said, I do love him. I mean, he's just so sweet and he's so kind and he's so affectionate. I said, okay, so what has changed from what you just said? Because you said he was. You didn't say he is. She said, well, it's been since the situation since we moved and he hasn't had a job and I'm making all the money, paying all the bills. And then when I come home, our home is never clean and I have to cook. I said, okay. Do you guys have children together? She said, no, we don't have any children together. Okay. Okay, so is he looking for a job? She said, I asked him and he said he did. But, I come home and so did you do this and did you do that? And did you call this person? Did you call that person? I said, okay, so you're keeping him accountable for what he's telling you that he's doing, but you don't see him doing it. Is that correct? She said, yeah, I'll say that much. I said, okay, I understand that. So how long has these arguments been occurring? She said, well, they've been occurring for quite some time and I don't know if I can take it anymore. I said, well, what's quite some time? How long has it been since you guys moved? Sorry, just turning my music back on. Gotta have a little, mood music in the background. So she said they had recently moved within the last 6 months. They've been together for over a year now. Okay, so for a year, you've been dating this young man, and his whole demeanor has changed in the last 6 months since you both moved, is what you're telling me. She said, yeah, pretty much. I said, oh, okay. So let's break it down to what has happened in 6 months. So we went over all the issues, all the problems, everything she's gone through. And she said that, one was the job, him not having a job. And then she told me, she said, well, he said he's looking for a job, but then he gets mad at me when I ask him, did he do this and do that around the house? I said, well, sometimes when you look at it, and I've been in this predicament as well, so I understand. A man needs to be able to be a man. And if he feels that, he's not able to take care of you, he's not able to provide for you, he doesn't feel like a man. And when you coming at him and asking him, did you do this, and the third, X, Y, and Z? And he feels like he's a child, like he's not a man. So my question to her again was, is it love or is it convenience? Now, I asked this question 3 times because I wanted her to get in her head what I was trying to explain to her. I wasn't asking her, was that her decision? I was asking, was it him? Is he with you for love because he loves you? Or is he with you because it's just convenient? You know, you my girl right now. I'm not working. You're working. You make great money. No exaggeration. This is what she's telling me. You make great money. And I'm not working right now and I have a record. So why leave this awesome setting to go somewhere else? Or why leave this awesome setting and then I might not have a backup? That's where the question lies. Does he really love her? Or is he just with her for convenience? Now, I posed this question to her, like I said, 3 times. And the 3rd time she actually got it, that I wasn't speaking to her per se. I was just wanting her to think about, is this man really with her because he loves her or because it's convenient for him? Now, as some of you know, and the ones that don't, again, I am Willa J. I am the author of She Lived Her Life on Purpose. I wrote this book, and with this book, I went through some of those feelings of, is it love or is it convenience? Only difference between me and this young lady is I was married. Now, I spoke to a gentleman, and he also said to me that he spoke to his coworker, and she was saying some of the similar situations of what I'm just explaining to you. So I'm going to explain her situation. Her situation was her and her guy been dating for 3 months, but they haven't been having sex in a couple weeks. They're only in their early 20s. Now, again, telling my age a little bit, but I'm a little bit older than 20. And these young couples, pretty much sex is in the picture, especially if they're already having sex. I mean, there's no brainer there. But she says that sometimes when he's mad at her or when he's too drunk to come home, he goes to sleep on the couch at his baby mama's house. Now, when she gave me this information, instantly, my instincts kicked in. I'm sorry, sweetie. I said, say what now? Repeat that again to me. She says, yes, he goes to sleep at his baby mama's house, but he says he only sleeps on the couch. I said, and tell me again, how often do y'all have sex again? She said, he ain't touched me in the past couple weeks. And I asked her, I said, okay, sweetheart, tell me this. How long y'all been together? One more time. Make sure I get this clear. I want to make sure I have all the facts before I say what I'm going to say to you. She says, we've been together 3 months. I said, 3 whole months. She said, yes. I said, 90 days. She said, yeah. I said, so like January, February, and March, right? She said, yeah. I said, okay. And he tells you he goes to his baby mother's house when he's either drunk or too tired to come home, or he can't drive home. He sleeps on his baby mother's couch. She said, yeah, but he's telling me nothing happening. I said, honey, I'm going to tell you like this, sweetheart. There is no man, and I'm speaking from experience, there is no man that you are not having sex with him and you're his woman and he's sleeping on his baby mama couch often, that he's not having sex with her. Especially if he's doing this on a regular basis. And then you guys are always arguing. Mind you, again, you told me you were only together 3 months. I gave you just an example of 3 months. I don't know exactly what time frame. What months they are together. I just gave her January, February, and March because those are 3 whole months. 90 days to be exact, give or take 1 or 2 days because of February. But I said, honey, and how old are you again? She's in her early 20s. She's younger than 25. He is 27. I said, okay, I'm going to give you the real. Because I'm not going to give you no chase. I'm not going to play no games with you. I'm not going to make you feel like I don't care. Sweetheart, that man is sleeping with that woman. And I'm not telling you this to be rude. I'm not telling you this to be, man bashing, because I don't do that. Oh, I love my man. Love Johnny Tubbs Jr. Do you hear me? Love him. Love my black man. But when you see the signs, you have to pay attention. God gave us women intuition for a reason. And no matter how old or how young we are, that intuition is embedded in us. So if you are sitting here telling me that this man gets upset or he gets too drunk to come home to you, and he's only sleeping on this woman's couch and he does it often, you need to really think back to what's more important. Are you even happy in that? And mind you, you're only in there for 3 months. Granted, yes, that's an investment in a relationship, and I understand it, but at least you are early on in the relationship to come out of that. Because if you're not happy and all you do is argue with this man, it may not seem to get better, especially if he's sleeping on his baby's mother's couch. Sister, I want you to wake up. Let me rephrase that. Sisters, I want you to wake up. I want you to stop being a doormat. I want you to live and love yourself. Stop being in these relationships for convenience. There is someone out there for you that will love you and care about you and give you the affection and the time. I can't stress that enough. There is someone out there that will give you the time that you need, that invest in a relationship, and they won't give you any drama. They won't give you no headache. They won't give you no excuses, because excuses is what kills a lot of relationships. Oh, I don't know if I can do that because X, Y, and Z. So I'm coming here today and I'm telling you, love yourself more. Love yourself more than a convenience relationship. Love yourself more than just that bed warmer. Don't be somebody's doormat. You are beautiful. You are appreciated, just not in the situation you're in right now. So take yourself out of that situation. Bring yourself back to you. Love on you. Because nobody can do it better. No human can love you better than you can love yourself. And if you continue to be in relationships that are convenient, you're never going to understand what real love is. I'm only telling you this because I've been there. Oh my God, have I been there? It was not fun, but it was a learning experience. And I thank God for it. So have your learning experience. I am Willa J, and this is Oh Yeah, Let's Talk About That. I love you and I care about you deeply, and I want you to love on yourself. If you enjoyed this podcast today, I ask that you share it with someone. Let me turn off my music. I ask that you share it with someone and give them love. Show them love. Tell them to love themselves. Tell them I love them even though they don't even know me. I don't care. I love everybody because I have been healed from a relationship that almost ruined me. So I'm grateful. I'm happy that I'm here to be able to speak and say this. I love you. Love yourself. please. Again, this is Willa J. If you have not purchased my book, you can go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. She lived her life on purpose. Also, you can get the book from PayPal from me personally. Send me a PayPal, send me an inbox. I'm putting this out on Facebook as well as on Twitter, and I'm sending a link to Instagram as well. Thank you for joining me. This is the first podcast of many because I love people. And I thank you guys for joining me. You have a blessed and wonderful day.